Morning, folks. I'm Anthony Vigliotti. I'll be chairing today's License Commission meeting. Just to a few brief announcements before we start the meeting itself. This is a hybrid meeting, which means you can access us by computer or you can be here in person, obviously. If you access by computer, you can call in at 469-998-7682 and then conferencing 510-737-036 and a hashtag. And if anybody remembers all of that, God bless you. So we ask anybody who is online or to mute your computers by hitting *6 and then to unmute it, hit *6 again. It's a public meeting. It means it's being recorded. Minutes will be taken, published at a later date. The process is that all speakers participating, we would ask them to come to the microphone, which is at the upper end of the table on my left. Please address all your comments to the commissioners and the chair and not to any other individuals that are here. Several items on the agenda will be continued or postponed. I'll announce those as we go through the agenda. The conduct of the meeting is as follows. The petition is called. Petitioner will make the initial presentation. Staff will comment. Board members will have the opportunity to ask questions, make comments, and the petitioner will have the opportunity to respond. If a regular liquor license is approved today, it will be sent to the Alcohol Beverage Control Commission. It generally takes within 48 hours. The application is then assigned to a state inspector. The state inspector will contact you. They will require additional information. That process generally takes 4 to 6 weeks. Once the license has been approved, the local board staff will notify you. It'll be your responsibility to make sure that you get your fire, building, and other inspections that are required. With that, I call the meeting of the Worcester License Commissions for Thursday, January 26th to order. Motion to approve minutes of the last meeting.
Second. Thank you. Thanks. Yes. Yes. Yes.
Yes. With us today on my left is Commissioner Sharon Fisher. My right is Commissioner Maritza Cruz. With us on the far right, a group of individuals. I apologize, I don't know the two behind you, Kevin, but Kevin Becerra. Then it is Lauren Martin. And then from the Worcester Police Department, Patrick Harrington, Sergeant Thomas Needham, a new attorney with the City of Worcester, Kevin Foley, and from the Office of Inspectional Services, Deborah Steele. So if you're mad at any of us what we do today, blame them. With that, the first order of business is a one-day liquor and entertainment request for St. Joan of Arc, 570 Lincoln Street, request for one-day liquor license, request for one-day entertainment license for live music, Saturday, February 21st, from 5 p.m. to 9 p.m. Anyone present or online? Good morning. Please identify yourself.
Good morning. My name is Kathleen O'Rourke, and I'm the chairperson for the St. Joan of Arc
Okay,
Parish.
please. Sure. Thank you. Welcome.
Thank you.
Please tell us about your application.
I'm applying for a one-day liquor license and entertainment license for a St. Patrick's Night to try and raise funds for the church.
And
It's
how
a
many
fundraiser.
people will be attending?
Well, I would hope a lot, but we usually have around 80 to 100, but they come and go because it's within 4 hours.
And tell us about your tip servers and whom you have.
There'll be no tips. No tips. It's all fundraising.
No.
No. There won't be tips or anything.
No, I meant individuals who are qualified to serve liquor.
Oh, yeah, we have 2 individuals that are qualified. Yeah.
Have security.
Yeah, well, we do it ourselves. We have a doorman that's one of the parishioners.
Thank you. Commissioner Fisher.
So just to clarify, that your servers are tip certified.
Yes, yeah.
Through the chair, I have Simon Donker and
Me.
Kathleen is have both their server training certificates?
Yeah.
Okay, great. Thank you.
No questions.
Sergeant Needham.
Where are you getting the alcohol from?
Atlas Distributors in Auburn.
Thank you.
Is there anyone present or online that has any questions or comments? Hearing none, a motion to approve?
Second. Yes.
Yes.
Yes. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Number 2 on the agenda, Elms Cafe and Catering, 30 Elm Street. Request for a one-day liquor license, Thursday, January 22nd. Is anyone present or online for this application? We'll hold it to the end. Common victualler request, number 3, Chick-fil-A, 989 Stafford Street, operating hours, Sunday closed, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, 6:30 a.m. to 10 p.m. Anyone present or online to address this application?
Hello, my name's Shannon Giebel. I'm the owner-operator of Chick-fil-A.
Good morning,
Good
welcome.
morning.
Please tell us about where you live and tell us about the application, please.
Where I live?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, I live on 110 Apricot Street here in Worcester. Yes, 110 Apricot Street in Worcester.
All right, so please tell us about your application for the common vic license.
I'm Joey Fonseca with Bowler, so I help prepare
Sure,
the
go
application.
right ahead.
So this is for the restaurant at the corner of Stafford and Hurd.
This is the Walgreens that was torn down.
Former Walgreens, correct, yeah. So the restaurant will have 92 interior seats, there'll be an exterior patio of 20 seats, parking on site as well. And I think their grand opening is scheduled for 2/26.
Okay. Deb, is the application, I looked at, is outdoor seating, do we need a separate?
Through the chair, no, that was part of their zoning board approval. So
Okay.
they're all set.
Is there any, Commissioner Fisher,
No questions.
Commissioner Cruz?
No questions.
Is there anyone present, Sergeant Needham?
Nothing.
Anyone present or online that has any questions or comments? Hearing none, motion to approve?
Yes.
Yes, thank you. Good luck with the new business. Number 4 on the agenda, Wetzel's Pretzels, 25 Tobias Bolin Way. I did that. On Chick-fil-A? I read it.
Yeah.
Never mind.
We're fine. Wetzel Pretzels, 25 Tobias Bolin Way. Sunday operating hours 10 a.m. to 10 p.m. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday, all 10 a.m. to 10 p.m. Good morning and welcome. Please tell us who you are, where you live, and about the application.
Hi, my name is Peter Vredos. I live in Rye, New Hampshire, and we are just looking for a permit to sell pretzels.
How many people are you employing?
There will probably be 8 to 12 employees.
Well, welcome to Worcester.
Thanks so much.
Commissioner Fisher,
No questions.
Commissioner Cruz,
No questions.
Sergeant Needham.
No issues.
Anyone present or online have any questions or comments? Hearing none, motion to approve?
Second.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. Thank you. Good luck with the business.
Thank you guys so much.
5 on the agenda, Courthouse Cafe, 225 Main Street. Sunday operating hours closed, Monday, 7 a.m. to 2 p.m. Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, 7 a.m. to 2 p.m. Saturday, closed. Anyone present or online to address this application? We will hold it until the end.
Chair, reminder, if you're online, you need to hit *6 to unmute yourself.
Is there anyone online to address this application for our Courthouse Cafe? All right, we'll hold it till the end. Next on the agenda are the alcohol entertainment request, number 6, American Flatbread, Worcester LLC, DBA American Flatbread. Request for change of manager. Is there anyone present or online to address this application? Everybody's shoveling snow, I guess. All right. Do you represent them?
I
Mic is yours.
So I believe the commission will recall that we originally submitted the application, there was,
Right in front of you, push the middle button.
oh yes, thank you. For the record, Mark Borenstein, an attorney at the law firm of Prince LaBelle here in Worcester, representing the applicant, American Flatbread. So you recall that we submitted an application for a new liquor license when the business commenced, I think it was April. They've done a fantastic job operating. I encourage everyone to stop by. When they first opened the business, I believe they had a manager of record who helps them open up the restaurants, and this is to facilitate the transition to the permanent general manager for the business.
Commissioner Fisher. Commissioner Cruz.
No questions.
Sergeant Needham, qualifications, et cetera.
Based upon the background investigation conducted of the applicant, there's nothing that would statutorily prevent the appointment and the application moving forward.
Thank you. Anyone present or online that has any questions or comments? Hearing none, motion to approve.
Yes.
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 Thank you.
All right, thank you, Attorney Bernstein. Next item on the agenda is the Punta Cana Bar and Grill, 795 Main Street, request to extend payment hours by 1 hour. Is there anyone present or online to address this application? I have that right here. Once again, is there anybody present or online to address the application? Hearing none, we'll hold that to the end. Number 8 on the agenda. Havana Holdings LLC, 258 Park Ave, status of ownership. Attorney Bernstein.
Again, for the record, Mark Borenstein, attorney at the law firm of Prince LaBelle here in Worcester, representing not Havana Holdings LLC, but Taino Inc., which is the future owner of this particular business. So the commission will recall, I think it was 2 weeks ago, Deb? 2 weeks ago, we appeared before you with respect to a status ownership hearing. We had and continue to have issues with respect to the necessary documentation for the transfer of the liquor license. The commission will recall that in order to transfer a liquor license under Massachusetts law, you're required to deliver a Department of Unemployment Assistance certificate of good standing and a Department of Revenue certificate of good standing. The seller is having difficulty obtaining that documentation, which is precluding us from being able to submit the necessary documentation to transfer the liquor license. Therefore, it's my understanding through the chair to Deb Steele that the existing property owner, the existing licensee has surrendered their liquor license. Is that correct?
Your mic.
It's on.
Through the chair, yesterday we received an email, and the current owner had relinquished all licenses, and though I believe Attorney Weinstein is representing the new license
Correct.
holders, and you're going to be filing all their applications.
Yes, so we previously had prepared and filed with Inspectional Services a transfer application. We're going to take all that information and retool it so it's a new license application. Separately, the existing business has staff, which the proposed owners are very concerned about. So they're working with Inspectional Services to submit documentation for a common victualler license. As of this morning, and through the chair to Deb Steele, my understanding is that the one thing that's outstanding is a lease agreement. Is that correct? So I was in communication with the property owner's counsel this morning. He assured me that we will be able to execute a new lease agreement within the week. It's a local counsel. I've worked with him before. I think that's very reasonable and likely. So we're anticipating that we'll be able to submit a common victualler license to commence the sale of food, assuming that the commission were to issue the common victualler license. And then separately, we'll have a separate hearing with respect to the new liquor
All right,
license.
so that's entirely future.
Correct.
What you just addressed, right? So let me address the current.
Sure.
Commissioner Fisher, questions?
No questions.
Commissioner Cruz?
No questions.
Sergeant Needham?
I'm just glad to see the muddied waters get cleared up.
Is there anyone present or online that has any questions or comments? All right, hearing none, I'll make a motion to file and accept the surrender of the license.
Second.
Commissioner Cruz?
Yes.
Commissioner Fisher?
Yes.
Chair Vigliotti?
Yes, thank you.
Thank you.
Number 9 on the agenda, the Broadway Restaurant LLC, 100 Water Street, status of change of corporate offices. Motion to postpone to the February 5th meeting.
Second.
Commissioner Cruz?
Yes.
Commissioner Fisher?
Yes.
Chair Vigliotti?
Yes. Number 16, MKM LLC DBA Cosmopolitan Club, 96 Hamilton Street, status of ownership. Mr. O'Mara. Welcome.
Matt O'Mara, owner operator Cosmopolitan Club, Grafton, Mass.
Just give us an update on what's happening at the Cosmopolitan.
I am currently the owner operator until license transfers. We do have the necessary paperwork submitted to my attorney, just waiting to be processed.
Is there anyone, I'm sorry, Commissioner Fisher,
No questions.
Commissioner Cruz,
No questions.
Sergeant Needham?
No issues.
Deb, all we need to do with this then is just file this until we get the rest of the application?
Through the chair to Mr. O'Mara, when will we be receiving the application?
Excuse me, can you repeat that?
Through the chair to Mr. O'Mara, when will we be receiving the application?
My attorney's handling this right now. Unfortunately, he has a medical condition, so you're going to have to talk to him. It's Jonathan Finkelstein.
So through the chairs, I would recommend we postpone this for 30 days. That way, hopefully, the paperwork's in.
Okay. You understand that, Matt? We're going to put this on for the February 5th meeting? Deb? Is that enough time?
February 19th.
February 19th?
That's fine, thank you.
All right, so motion to continue to February 19th.
Second.
Commissioner Cruz?
Yes.
Commissioner Fisher?
Yes.
Chair Vigliotti?
Yes, thank you. 219. Number 11 on the agenda, Electric Haze, 26 Millbury Street, status of ownership. Motion to postpone to the February 5th meeting.
Second.
Commissioner Cruz?
Yes.
Commissioner Fisher?
Yes.
Chair Vigliotti?
Yes. Let's go back and do the holds, Deb.
Through the chair,
First-
so item number 2,
Number
Elms
2.
Cafe?
Elms Cafe and Catering, request a one-day liquor license, Thursday, January 22nd. Anybody present or online to address this application?
Yes, Brandon Sawyer, manager of Elms Cafe and Catering.
Good morning. Where do you live, sir?
45 Tea Party Circle in Holden.
Please tell us about this application you applied to the board for.
So it is a retirement party at the Museum of Worcester. It is going to be 200 guests. We are providing beer and wine only. The beer and wine was ordered through Yankee Spirits in Sturbridge, sir.
And servers, are they, you have tip certified servers?
2 tip certified bartenders, yes, sir.
Sergeant
Needham, any need for security?
No, they've had plenty of events at that location before. We've never had any issues or incidences pop up on our radar.
Thank you. Commissioner Fisher?
No questions.
Commissioner Cruz?
No questions.
Anyone present or online? Have any questions or comments? I feel like I'm in debt. Hearing none, a motion to approve.
Second.
Commissioner Cruz?
Yes.
Commissioner Fisher?
Yes.
Chair Vigliotti?
Yes, thank you. Good luck. Number,
Thank you, sir.
numbers,
Courthouse Cafe, 225 Main Street.
number
Yes,
5
Lori.
on the agenda, Courthouse Cafe, 225 Main Street. Anyone present or online?
Online, Laurie Karachik from the Commission for the Blind Spending Facilities Program.
Are you addressing us on number 5 on the Courthouse Cafe?
Yes, that is correct.
Okay. And where do you live, ma'am?
I live in New Hampshire. Our operator lives in Shrewsbury.
Okay. The application calls for a Sunday closing, a Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, from 7 a.m. to 2 p.m., and Saturday closed. Is there anything else you'd like to tell us about your application?
This is part of the Randolph Shepherd Vending Facilities Program. We're reopening our cafe operated by a blind operator who's been licensed by the Commission for the Blind at the Courthouse Cafe at 225 Main Street.
All right. Commissioner Fisher?
No questions.
Commissioner Cruz?
No questions.
Sergeant Needham?
No issues.
Anyone present or online have any questions or comments?
Through the chair, they are also asking for a waiver of the $100 fee, and we do have a letter from the Mass Commission for the Blind from the state asking, since they're visually impaired and it's state-operated, that the $100 common victular fee be waived.
We need a separate motion on that.
You can incorporate that into the common victular vote.
Okay. A motion to approve the application with the additional stipulation that we waive the $100 fee for the Blind Organization of Massachusetts. So we can do that, right?
Through the chair, correct.
Second.
Commissioner Cruz?
Yes.
Commissioner Fisher?
Yes.
Chair Vigliotti?
Yes. Thank you. Glad to
Thank
see
you very
you
much.
opening the Courthouse Cafe.
We're excited. Thank you for the opportunity.
Have enjoyed the day.
Through the chair, Punta Cana Bar and Grill, 795 Main, was the last one we had on hold.
Number 7, Punta Cana Bar and Grill, 795 Main Street. Request to extend entertainment hours by 1 hour. Is anyone present or online to address this application? If I postpone it, do I have to read the letter now or read it at the next meeting when we postpone it?
Through the chair, I do see the applicant online. Through the chair, to the applicant, you need to hit *6 to unmute yourself.
To the applicant of Punta Cana, you have to mute by unmuting, hitting *6 on your computer in order to address us.
Through the chair, he said he's on the phone, so
He's on the phone with us, or he's on the phone ordering delivery?
I do see him online, but we can't hear him.
All right. I'll wait and I'll hold it until we finish the violations. Agreed?
Sure.
Yes.
All right, under the next item is violations. 129 Shrewsbury Street, DBA, the liquor store, violations of Rules 6, 20, and 21. Anyone present on this, please come up to the microphones right here, sir, I'm sorry. If you can grab another chair over there, make yourself comfortable. If you would hit the middle button to activate the microphone, a green light should come on. Is the green light on?
Yes, it is on.
Okay. All right. Would you please identify yourself?
My name is Pragnesh Patel, and he's the manager.
My name is Vinod Kumar M. Patel.
And where do you live?
I live in Andover.
Sir?
I live in 124 Edenville Road, Leeds.
Are you going to have legal counsel represent you today?
No.
Okay. This is the document that's called a waiver of counsel.
Yes, I have it.
I'm going to ask you to read it.
Sure.
Tell me if you understand it. And if you do understand it, I'll ask you to please put the date and your names on these documents.
Yes.
Through the chair, if they both can sign one and print their names.
Just want to use one?
He already has one.
You have
I
it?
already have
Okay,
one.
all right. Okay, so would you read it, please, and tell me if you understand it?
I understand. I have been advised that for.
No, you don't have to read out loud. Read it to yourself.
Oh, okay.
Punta Cana?
We were having this.
Have a seat. We'll be with you shortly.
Yes, I understood. Sir.
Okay, any questions on it?
No.
Okay, would you please sign and date it for us, please?
Sure. Let me. No.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
The police department is going to read a report regarding the alleged violation that has taken place.
Through the chair, if you can swear everyone in who's going to testify.
I will. I just want to explain this to them first. Okay. After the police department has read the violation, you have the right to ask questions or make comments with regards to it. Before we start that, I'm going to ask you to stand up. Please raise your right hand, and all those that are going to testify. Oops. Swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth on the pains and penalties of perjury.
I do.
This is Sergeant Needham from the Worcester Police Department. He's going to read the report on the alleged violation.
And the Sign License Commission investigator requests that the License Commission notify Eastside Discount Liquors located at 129 Shrewsbury Street to appear before a hearing of the License Commission to answer police complaints of violations of Rule 6, Rule 20, and Rule 21 of the Rules and Regulations of the License Commission, which occurred on November 15th, 2025. Rule 6 states that sales to persons under 21 are punishable by fine or imprisonment or both, Chapter 138, Section 34. Rule 20, managers and all persons involved in the service of liquor are required to submit a server training program certification approved by the Worcester Police Department within 30 calendar days of each person's first day of work, except for persons serving under the authority of a one-day special license who shall have received such certification prior to serving any alcoholic beverages. Licensees shall submit a copy of the record manager's server training certificate to the License Commission for filing. A copy of the server training certificate of each employee or volunteer involved in the service of liquor shall be kept on the premise. Rule 21, managers of all licensed liquor establishments shall be responsible for all violations or infractions of the law occurring on the premise whether present or not. The licensee is responsible for any disorder, disturbance, or illegality of any kind taking place on the licensed premise, whether present or not. On November 15, 2025, Officer Patrick Harrington, seated here to my right, was assigned to the Alcohol Enforcement Unit, excuse me, conducting compliance checks on various package stores throughout the city. A 20-year-old male whose identifying information was secured in our office accompanied us during the day. The underage male was instructed to enter a package store and attempt to purchase a 4-pack of High Noon vodka cans without providing any identification. The male was instructed, if asked for identification, to politely inform the clerk he did not have one. The male was instructed not to be confrontational at any time, if not sold the item, and to leave the store. The male was given the same instructions every time he entered a different store. Prior to departing and upon return to the police station, the male was administered an alcohol breath test, which is on file. As the male entered the stores, Officer Harrington had an unobstructed view of the business, and the times were noted upon entry. During the checks, the male attempted to purchase alcohol from 17 different stores. At approximately 11 a.m., the 20-year-old male entered Eastside Discount Liquors located at 129 Shrewsbury Street. The male was able to purchase a 4-pack of High Noon vodka cans, which is an alcoholic beverage, without providing any identification. Total of the sale was $10.99. The male returned to Officer Harrington's location. I subsequently went to the above store to make notification of the violation. While on the scene, it was determined that the staff serving the public did not have the proper tip certification as required by Rule 20. That is all I have.
Questions of the officer or comments?
No, sir.
You heard the allegations that were there, okay? What was related by Sergeant Needham is true and accurate?
It is.
Based upon the report, based upon your comments just now that it's true and accurate, I find that there was a violation occurred, and I make a motion to that effect.
Second.
Commissioner Cruz?
Yes.
Commissioner Fisher?
Yes.
Chair Vigliotti?
Yes. Having found that there was a violation here, it appears that there's been no other violations at this particular package store. So I'm going to make a motion that we give you a warning for this first one, and I make a motion to that effect.
Second.
Commissioner Cruz?
Yes.
Commissioner Fisher?
Yes.
Chair Vigliotti?
Yes. That doesn't mean that because you gave you a warning that you can go out and just not check these IDs.
I have a proof. All my employees are certified, the tip certified, and also now in my
You
register.
can show that to Sergeant Needham.
Sure, I can.
I believe he emailed me those updated
Got
tip
those, okay.
certifications.
Also, my register now, whenever we scan the alcohol, it will pop up the screen for requiring the alcohol. If I may show to the sergeant, it will pop up this kind of screen. Won't let them continue to do anything until they enter the ID.
Through the chair,
scan ID.
through the chair, if you
Oh,
could
sure.
just on mic.
Until they scan ID or they enter the birth date, they won't continue. So I did take some steps for that.
We appreciate you making the effort to avoid this happening again. Hopefully, we never see you here again.
I hope to, sir.
We don't dislike you, we just don't want to see you here.
No, I understand.
All right. Have a great day. Thank you.
Thank you. Mr. Chair, if you want to go back to Punta Cana?
Let me go back to
Number 7, I think.
number 7 on the
Seven?
agenda.
Yeah, 7.
Where did I- Oh, okay. Punta Cana Bar and Grill, 795 Main Street, request to extend entertainment hours by 1 hour. Morning. Come right over here. That's it. Sure, sit over here.
Good morning, Commissioners.
Good morning.
I appreciate you guys hearing me out. We had some technical issues.
Are you both together?
Yeah.
Okay, please identify yourself and where you live.
Yeah. So my name is Danny Paulino from 18 Newberry Street.
Jose Paulino.
Okay,
The
where do you
same
live?
same address, 18 Newberry.
Yeah.
So go ahead.
So we're here on behalf of the the hour grace period. We were what was it, 2 weeks ago? Yes, 2 weeks ago. We already had let you guys know our case, but I'm pretty sure one of you guys were missing.
Missing? Yeah, they found
You
me.
were
Right,
missing,
correct,
yeah.
correct.
All
Correct.
right, they found me.
We found you. So you're the man we're looking for. What's it called? Miss Steele had requested for security plans. Security plans. We work with the security team. There's always one, at the restaurant supervising, if not two, if the event is, if it's necessary to have two, depending on the event that we have. And then we also always have 2 managers supervising and making sure everyone, is under control and everything's good, yeah.
Please talk to the commission about your request to extend the hour, the reasons for it, and why you want to extend it.
Sure, yes. So our reasons is because, for one, we also want to be working with you guys and completely by the rule, by law, what's it called? For us, for events to, to really work out for us, we would need that hour just because the event itself costs some money up front, the security, the event. And so it kind of doesn't work out too well just stopping at 12, because then it doesn't leave a lot of room for us,
Okay. Commissioner Fisher.
I'm sorry, what kind of events?
Events we do karaoke. We try to get it's like a comedian, DJs sometimes on like a Saturday. ¿Qué más?
Y queremos un comediante, un pianista, something like that.
Yeah, like some artists, comedians, DJs sometimes. Something to entertain the people,
That was just a question, yeah.
Commissioner Cruz?
No, that's the question that I had, events. When do your events usually start?
The events could start like at 8. We'll start an event if we're paying for something. That's when the security comes in. So that, that's like when we start. And then by 10 we take out all the minors. Just because of the alcohol, sales of alcohol, we don't want anything getting mixed up,
El evento de adulto comienza a las 10.
Yeah.
Kevin, are you folks here on any particular issue?
This is for Punta Cana
Punta
on
Cana?
Main Street.
Did
Yeah,
you
we have
want-
no issues.
You have no issue, no comments?
No comments.
Through the chair, I believe we have a letter.
Yes, I was going to mention that.
Please. All right.
I'm just,
Go ahead.
so you start your events at 8 o'clock, and that's when you start to remove minors, people who are, how do you do that?
Well, we would let the families know. We would, let them know with time and respectfully. We would say, hey, at 10, we kind of get rid of the minors. If you could do that for us, We just ask.
But you'll be serving alcohol
Correct.
for liquor license during the day and at 8 o'clock still with the mic.
Correct. But after a certain time, some people are already. We just don't want to get have kids in that environment.
So you would start IDing everybody
Correct.
in the
Correct,
restaurant?
correct, of
For-
course.
Okay.
So are you primarily a restaurant?
I don't.
Primarily, yes.
Primarily
Restaurant.
a restaurant. That's what you got the license for.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Correct. Yes.
I want to read you a letter.
Yes, sir.
Wait,
That
just
came-
one sec
yeah,
before you
I'm sorry.
start, through chair. So you're saying people come in to eat at 8 o'clock, and you,
No,
I mean, they come in and eat all day.
but you're serving alcohol all day as well, correct?
Correct.
Yes.
But at 10, you kick the kids out? And,
Yeah.
A las 10, digamos.
And so you stop serving food at 10, or?
No.
The kitchen closes como at 11.
A la misma hora. The same time que the people
Yeah.
at 1. We stay at 1 on the weekend.
¿Pero a qué hora cierran la cocina?
La cocina mayormente depende como los clientes están pidiendo comida, te quedamos abiertos hasta la 1, 12, media.
Okay, so he says usually the kitchen will may close between 12:30 and 1 also, because they're serving food until then. even
So
though-
you're requesting an extra hour for food or for alcohol, or what do you, I
For
don't
the
understand.
event.
Los event.
So you're gonna stop serving at midnight and then have the event until, I'm just trying to understand
No,
what you're
because our
requesting.
liquor license, we still have to sell till like 1:30 a.m. as of right now.
They want the entertainment license to be extended
extended
by
to
an hour,
1,
because
you
we
know.
had said
1
only
okay.
till 12 a.m. previously.
Got it.
Yeah.
I'm going to read you a letter that the commissioners received from a neighborhood organization. Excuse me. It reads as follows. Dear Commissioners, I hope this message finds you well. On behalf of the Main South Beacon Brightly neighborhood, I am ready to express and share the concerns the neighborhood residents have regarding the plans that the Punta Cana Bar and Grill at 795 Main Street, Worcester, have about extended nightclub operation hours beyond 12 a.m. There are several factors that are very concerning and have been ongoing quality of life issues in the MSBB neighborhood. 1, very limited on-street parking on Main Street and all side streets off Main Street in the neighborhood. This has been an ongoing problem, often creating issues between visitors to the neighborhood and residents. Extending hours will exacerbate traffic congestions and will continue to inconvenience residents who too often are left without parking near the place of residence. Our MSBBN has the unfortunate history and ongoing challenges with unhoused people, too often suffering from mental health, substance abuse, prostitution, and the illegal drug trade. Extending bar hours could potentially attract unwanted disturbances and safety concerns. It's very important to note that there is another bar nightclub, Bado Club and Hookah Lounge. That nightclub is extremely directly across the street from the Punta Cana Bar and Grill. The noise level that comes out of that nightclub is extremely loud. That is heard up and down all sides on the neighborhood until 2 and 3 a.m. Having another bar nightclub at the same hours of operation will lead to overlapping patronage and potential conflicts between the two establishments, further impacting a heavily residential neighborhood. Given these considerations, we kindly urge the License Commission to not extend the operating hours of the Punta Cana Bar beyond 12 a.m. If they are a restaurant, why do they need to have entertainment to 1 or 2 a.m.? The Main South Beacon Brightly Neighborhood Association has been working hard for the betterment of the Main South neighborhood. We strive to ensure that our neighborhood is safe and be peacefully enjoyed by the people who call it home. Thank you for your understanding and attention to the serious matter. I look forward to your consideration and response to not extend the hours of operation. Know that the Main South Business Association is an active member of the MSBBNA, as we are strong advocates not only of our residents but also of our small business. Respectfully, Brenda Jenkins, co-chair in the Beacon Brightly Neighborhood Association. That's the letter of opposition that we have received from that organization, that I'm sure you're familiar with. Do you want to comment on that at all?
Yes, so I completely understand everything that was said in that letter. But regarding the parking situation, other than the whole Main Street and the Oriad Street, you know, there's some public parking, but also our landlord, Arthur, he has a parking lot that we,
Building, yeah.
for the building. There's a whole
Behind
parking
him,
lot.
on the corner.
It takes, I don't know how many units or how many cars, I would say.
It's like 40, 30.
40 cars. It's a pretty big lot. I don't know if you've seen it, but so we can we were actually thinking of offering valet parking, you know, if we really got to that point, you know. But that parking is available to any customer.
The whole building is empty. Only you had to up.
Where's the parking lot?
And then
It's,
round
you know, Mia's, the dealership.
Oh, yeah.
It's behind it.
Behind, right there.
Yeah.
It's empty all the time. I use it in the night.
Okay. Commissioner Fisher, any?
No
additional?
questions.
Commissioner Cruz?
No questions.
Anybody else have any comments or questions either personally here or online?
Oh.
Go ahead.
I just wanted to add, I mean, you know, the concerns that are expressed here, especially that is a very heavily residential neighborhood. A lot of people think because it's on Main Street that, you know, folks don't live there, but if all the side streets, you have residents that live there. And, you know, it is concerning, you know, with the situation, you know, that you do have a club already, a nightclub across the street, literally diagonally, and then now you're going to have your bar and nightclub with also entertainment and the noise level and bringing people into the neighborhood. You know, how are you, with your security plan, how are you going to even address that?
Right. No, I completely understand your guys' concern. With the club across the street, we have nothing to do with them. We don't want any type of competition. We're not trying to compete with them. We want a respectful, you know, environment where everybody's just, you know, controlled environment where there's no extra unnecessary, you know, problems, you know. We're very cautious with who comes in. As soon as we see somebody who might seem problematic, we kind of, you know, are quick to try to get them out, you know.
Sure. Any other comments from fire department, police department?
Yeah, just through the chair, I just do want to make you aware, they are in compliance with fire code if they do want to do that. They do have sprinklers in the building, and they do meet music off and lights on requirements as well.
Okay. Any other comments? I sympathize with your want and need to extend your business. This letter from the neighborhood organization, I have to tell you, carries with me an awful lot of weight because of representing the neighborhood in both residents and businesses. I have great concerns what was addressed in the letter with respect to all the aspects that I read to you and I read to the public. Okay. Because of that, I'm going to make a motion to deny the extended hours. So the motion is so made.
Second.
Commissioner Cruz?
Yes.
Commissioner Fisher?
Yes.
Chair Vigliotti?
Yes.
And through the chair, if you can each say why you're denying?
Go ahead.
Similar concerns that are expressed in a letter from Brenda Jenkins and the organization.
Commissioner Cruz?
Yes.
Through the chair.
Oh.
Just what are your reasons?
I basically support the letter and the reasons why. Again, I will reiterate because that is a heavily residential neighborhood with many homes there, people living in there. The parking, also the lack of parking, even though you say that that's behind there. I know for a fact that that's an issue because people do park on all the side streets there. The noise level that can be created also and being released, because I know that's an issue already with, and I know you have nothing to do with the club across the street. Right. You know, you can't control that, but that, again, the noise level of folks coming into the neighborhood and leave when they're leaving the premises, when you do have your big events, because you will draw people based on, you know, whatever you are planning. So my support is for the neighborhood residents and the businesses that are located there, expressing their very serious concerns that they have here. So supporting what Chairman Vigliotti has stated.
And Chair Vigliotti?
Yeah, my vote is based upon the letter of concern about it being a heavily residential neighborhood, and all of the concerns that were expressed in the letter. And because of what was expressed in the letter by the neighborhood organization, that is the reason why I voted the way I did.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I respect the decision.
So my suggestion to you, whatever you're going to do, is you may want to talk to the neighborhood organization and see if you can work something out with them. Otherwise, you're going to, for my vote, you won't get it because of the concerns in this letter.
Understood.
Okay?
I was going to ask, actually, if there's any way you could give me a copy of that letter.
Deb?
Through the chair, you can give them that copy, that's fine.
Yeah?
You got it.
I appreciate you, my man.
Sorry.
Yep. Okay.
Thank you for coming in, gentlemen. Have a great day.
Thank you, you guys as well.
Through the chair, we are on item 13, Highland Liquors.
Number 13, Highland Liquors of Worcester, 121 Highland Street, violations of Rules 6 and 21. Gentlemen, good morning.
Good morning.
Please have a seat.
My name is Stephen John.
Before we get to that,
Sorry.
okay? Are you going to be represented by counsel?
No.
Okay.
Through the
Please
chair, he's already provided me his legal waiver.
Say again?
He's already provided me his waiver.
I don't have to do the spiel then, all right. Please identify yourself.
My name is Stephen John. I live at 27 K Street in Westboro.
Okay, sir.
Felix Piscatelli, 6 Oxford Road, Charlton.
Okay. I'm going to ask whoever's going to testify to stand up and sworn in, please. Please raise your right hand. Swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, nothing but the truth, and the pains of penalty of perjury.
I do.
The police are going to read a report. Once they read the report of the alleged violation, you have the right to ask questions, make any comments, and then we'll proceed from there. Okay? Sergeant Needham.
Reading from the report of Officer Patrick Harrington, seated here to my right. Undersigned License Commission investigator requests that the License Commission notify Highland Liquors, located at 121 Highland Street, to appear before a hearing of the License Commission to answer the police complaints of violations of Rule 6 and Rule 21 of the Rules and Regulations of the License Commission, which occurred on November 15th, 2025. Rule 6, sales to persons under 21 are punishable by a fine or imprisonment or both. Chapter 138, Section 34. Rule 21, managers of all licensed liquor establishments shall be responsible for all violations or infractions of the law occurring on the premise, whether present or not. Licensee is responsible for any disorder, disturbance, or illegality of any kind taking place on the licensed premise, whether present or not. On November 15, 2025, Officer Harrington was assigned to the Alcohol Enforcement Unit conducting compliance checks on various package stores throughout the city. A 20-year-old male whose identifying information was secured in our office accompanied us during the day. The underage male was instructed to enter a package store and attempt to purchase a 4-pack of High Noon vodka cans without providing any identification. Male was instructed if asked for identification to politely inform the clerk he did not have one. The male was instructed not to be confrontational at any time, if not sold the item, and to leave the store. The male was given the same instructions every time he entered a different store prior to departing and upon return to the police station. The male was administered an alcohol breathalyzer test, which is on file. As the male entered the store, Officer Harrington had an unobstructed view of the business, and times were noted upon entry. During the checks, the male attempted to purchase alcohol from 17 different stores. At approximately 2:30 in the afternoon, the 20-year-old male entered Highland Liquors, located at 121 Highland Street. Male was able to purchase a 4-pack of High Noon vodka cans, which is an alcoholic beverage, without providing any identification. Total of the sale was $10.99. The male returned to Officer Harrington's location. I subsequently went to the business to make the notification to the business. That's all I have.
You've heard the report from the police department.
Yes.
Do you want to ask any questions or make any comments?
We don't disagree with anything. We actually apologize for breaking the golden rule of selling alcohol. We've been doing it for a long time.
Yeah, for the edification of the commissioners, how does one have no ID and get served?
It's obviously a bad decision by the clerk. I mean, it obviously did not.
Yeah,
They've all been tip certified. We offer everything from the ID scanners to books to everything to check it out, and it was just a really.
You're not alone. We're just curious how anybody can walk into a liquor establishment and not have an ID.
I'm just as curious as you are. Yeah.
No violations previous?
Through the chair, no.
Okay. Commissioner Fisher, any questions?
No questions.
Commissioner Cruz?
No questions.
Your statement of it did occur, a report of the police department, what said they investigated the violation. I find that the violation occurred. I make a motion to that effect.
Second.
Commissioner Cruz?
Yes.
Commissioner Fisher?
Yes.
Chair Vigliotti?
Yes. Having said that, no other violations that you've had here, I'm going to make a motion that we give you a warning at this time, and hopefully we never see you again. No disrespect intended.
Yes,
Right? So I make a motion that we issue a warning to the package store.
Second. Yes.
Commissioner Fisher?
Yes.
Chair Vigliotti?
Yes. Thank you for coming in, gentlemen. Thank you. Please watch whom you serve.
Yes.
14, Brown Square Civic Club, 639 Franklin Street, violations rules 14, 17, 21, and 27. Good morning, gentlemen.
Morning.
All right, please identify yourself.
Rich LeMay, the bar manager.
Sir?
Michael Flash.
Okay. Are you going to be represented by legal counsel? Okay. This is a document that's called waiver of counsel. And I'm going to ask you to read it, tell me if you understand it, and then I'm going to ask you to sign it if you tell me you understand it. Do you have a pen? Understand it?
Yes.
Okay, please sign it and date it.
Today, 26.
Today's the 22nd. Thank you, sir. Thank you. I'm going to ask you if you would please stand and raise your right hands, and anyone else who's going to testify. Swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, nothing but the truth, under pains and penalties of perjury.
I do.
The officer is going to read a report of the alleged violation, and then when you've been here watching what's going on, so when he finishes, you have the right to ask questions and make comments. Sergeant Needham.
Reading from the report of Officer Patrick Harrington, the undersigned License Commission investigator requested the License Commission notify Brown Square Civic Club located at 639 Franklin Street to appear before a hearing of the License Commission to answer the police complaints of violations of Rule 14, Rule 17, Rule 21, and Rule 27 of the Rules and Regulations of the License Commission, which occurred on November 1st, 2025. Rule 14, managers of all licensed liquor establishments shall be responsible for all violations or infractions of the law occurring on the premise, whether present or not. The licensee is responsible for any disorder, disturbance, or illegality of any kind taking place on the licensed premise, whether present or not. Rule 17, taverns, restaurants, general on-premise hotels, and clubs are prohibited from purchasing alcoholic beverages other than malt and wine in bottles and original containers holding less than 1/5 of a gallon or 0.75 liters. Taverns, restaurants, general on-premise hotels, and clubs are prohibited making sales by bottled or packaged to be taken away from the premise. No alcoholic beverages may be consumed except in areas specified on the license. Rule 21, entertainment within the licensed premise may be licensed as is provided by the Mass General laws and city ordinances. Application for such license may be issued according to the procedures of Mass General Law, Chapter 140, Section 183A. The License Commission may revoke or suspend a license in accordance with the procedures in Chapter 140, Section 183A. Rule 27, all licensed premises shall conform to the number of persons allowed on their building and/or occupancy permits. On November 1st, 2025, at approximately 10:10 in the evening, Officer Harrington, while assigned to the alcohol unit, overheard a dispatch call for a report of a possible underage drinking at 639 Franklin Street. Officer Harrington was familiar with this address to be the Brown Square Civic Club. The establishment holds a Section 12 liquor license issued by the City of Worcester License Commission. At this time, Officer Janice and Officer Harrington headed to that location. Upon arrival, the officers observed a male who appeared to be high school age in possession of an open container of Cutwater lemon alcoholic beverage on the property. While speaking with him, Officer Harrington inquired what the event was and if it was a high school kids, and he responded, yeah, a Halloween party. At this time, the officers made their way into the establishment through the rear door. Their initial observations, the space was extremely crowded, with the majority being juveniles. As Officer Janice and Officer Harrington tried to make their way towards the bar area, they found it to be quite difficult to safely move about the space. Officer Harrington then made contact with the bartender, later identified as Michael LaFlash, and inquired what the occupancy on the license. He replied 101. Officer Harrington estimated that the current people inside the establishment was approximately 300. Due to public safety and a violation of Rule 27 of the License Commission, Officer Harrington ordered the lights on and explained the space must be down to the safe insured issued occupancy, which is in fact 110. As patrons began to leave the business, a fight broke out in the DJ area. Officers attempted to break up the altercation, and Officer Harrington observed officers attempting to effect an arrest. Officer Harrington quickly observed a large group begin to form around the officers as they were dealing with the suspect. Officer Harrington positioned himself between the officers and the unruly crowd, maintaining a safe perimeter. Several unknown individuals were ordered to stay back and continued to move forward toward the officers. At this time, Officer Harrington held up his hands and pushed them back, fearing that they may try to interfere with the arrest. Officers were eventually able to maintain the suspects, and the remaining patrons were ordered out of the building. The bartender made the decision to end the function for the evening. Upon entry to the space, Officer Harrington observed low lighting, full DJ equipment, and flashing disco-style lighting. The establishment is only permitted for the following: jukebox, TV, radio, and live music. The bartender was advised of the violation. That's all I have.
You've heard the report from Sergeant Needham. Questions or comments?
No, but they had alcohol. I got the bar receipts. We sold 67 waters. Had it outside by themselves. I know it's still our property.
I was the bartender, and I didn't serve any alcohol to any of them. They were primarily juveniles that were there. We didn't know that the DJ license wasn't considered the live entertainment, as they bring it in themselves just to have a Halloween party. We've never had a violation before for anything, so.
Officer Harrington? Could you comment on your investigation with regards to saying they didn't serve any alcohol, and with regards to the threat and danger that took place when you were there?
Through the Commissioner, the second question was, what's that?
Yeah, there was, in the report, there was a question of whether there were threats and danger to the police officer.
So I'll address it. Obviously, you heard the report. Upon initial entry, there was an individual on the property outside with a alcoholic beverage. It is a licensed premise. Upon entering the establishment, there was countless nip bottles on the floor in regards to that, which
On the
is
floor in the
inside the establishment, which is that's why we addressed the rules about alcohol being brought in from outside because they have a liquor license, which is not allowed. Additionally, during the, I did not check the sales for the alcohol because I observed evidence of nip bottles in open containers and things of that nature. You know, obviously we can.
Does the Brown Square serve nips?
No.
Okay.
In regards to, and just for, if we could just note, the reason why there is no body camera footage is because the majority of the crowd was juveniles, and for juvenile privacy purposes, that's why we don't have the body camera footage. In regards to the, there was an altercation inside the establishment, which resulted in juvenile arrests. They were very unruly. There was officer safety concerns because of the amount of people in the crowd and being outnumbered during that arrest. Eventually, I did speak with the bartender. He obviously, we both observed the commotion in the incident. He made a determination like, yeah, we're done for the night. So he was cooperative in that manner. And then, unfortunately, afterwards, because of the amount of people, it spilled into the neighborhoods, residents additionally. Well, I believe there was an additional call in regards to an additional fight or altercation outside. But the one thing I want to note is it's just a very alarming because they do have a liquor license. And when we walked in, I mean, we had to sneak through the crowd. It was very, very over occupancy. Where when we walked in, the amount of body heat that came on, it actually fogged up my body camera. You know, I think that it's just, unfortunately, they only had the one bartender, and I think you said one of your relatives or your daughter or something was working or helping out.
She was there. She was
Yeah.
there.
They had no security, no staff, no additional, you know, to monitor the situation. I think it's an unfortunate situation. Thank God no one was hurt. But it just got out of control fast.
We rented it to a woman in her 40s, and it's written right here, 100 people, and she listed nobody under 21. So they showed up as teens, so we shut the bar down.
Okay. Commissioner Fisher?
No questions.
Commissioner Cruz?
No questions.
Any recommendation? You know, normally, I would have recommended that we give you a warning on this?
Through the chair, if you can vote the
Yes.
violation first.
Oh, I'm sorry, I apologize. Let me back up. Do you have any other questions or comments for the officer? Any other comments or questions?
Through the chair, when you do normally have hall rentals or whatnot, is it within your normal procedures to have the bar manager or trustees or employees or staff from the club on premise to monitor, just to help ensure that something like this doesn't happen again? Or
We will. We
yeah.
never rented to teams like that before. Like 7 teams.
Yep. Like say, like if in the past you rented for like a baby shower or a birthday party or whatnot, was it within your normal like operating procedure to, besides the bartender, also have somebody from the club, like the named manager of the license, to stand by, or somebody else?
Not normally, because normally it's like members of the friends.
Mm-hmm. And this person just came out of the blue, no association with the club at all?
Normally, we do have other members that are there at the same
Yep.
time as functions are going on, because it's usually, we only rent to our own members only.
Yep. And that way there, because they are members of the club, you know who they are.
Yes. And going further, we will
Yep.
have 2 people there at all times,
Yep.
another person at the door and a person at,
Yeah.
again, we've never had an issue up there before. Like I said, it was, I heard through the grapevine, they were online inviting kids to come, so it just kind of got a little packed at the time.
And you being the only one there.
Being the only one there, and just before they did come in there, we did have the lights on, just saying that they gotta limit the amount of people coming in.
Yeah.
And then after that, that's when the incident happened
Yeah.
within 20 minutes, which we have footage of it on our camera.
Kevin, did you have a comment?
Through the chair, the Worcester Fire Department was not there that evening, but we just wanted to make a comment that we do take life safety very seriously with the overcrowding. It is a violation of 527 CMR 1 and Mass General Law 148, Section 34A. And we just do take care of life safety very seriously.
Thank you. Yeah.
Well, it says through the chair, I was going to say that, while I understand that it got out of control, I think you did the right thing by shutting the bar down. I want to recognize your efforts in doing so. I think you have to be a little bit more vigilant in who you rent to, and just more careful. But really, you haven't had any past violations, so I would recommend a warning.
Commissioner Cruz?
Through the chair, how many people would you say were there at the time?
I don't think you could fit 300 in the building.
And what's the occupancy? 110?
I did talk to Mr. Harrington, and at the time of the party, he said, let them all out, recount 100, to let them back in. And I just decided at that time, with the little scuffle that they had, the people, it was enough there to stop it. I didn't want to have any more problems later on with teenagers, obviously, being there. So
Yeah.
I did comply with him. Me and him talked about it for a couple seconds, and then we just completely disbanded the party.
Okay, thank you.
Anyone else present or online have any other further comments? All right, hearing none. I find, based upon your comments to this commission, based upon a report of the police department, that a violation occurred. I'll make a motion to that effect.
Second.
Commissioner Cruz?
Yes.
Commissioner Fisher?
Yes.
Chair Vigliotti?
Yes. Having said that, I had great concern about the safety of the officers. I was prepared to make a motion for a suspension, but I think my fellow commissioners have other ideas. So I'm going to make a motion that we're going to give you a warning this time. So I'll make a motion to that effect.
Second.
Commissioner Cruz?
Yes.
Commissioner Fisher?
Yes.
Chair Vigliotti?
Yes. Please heed what you've heard from the reports.
Yes.
And,
We have made efforts to security everything if we have events, so that this will never get out of hand again.
And also who you rent to. I mean, whoever, you have like a woman in her 40s and it's her niece, really check out who you are renting to and, who's going to be there. Sometimes sometimes.
Thank you. Good morning.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
Take care.
15, Creed Lounge, 41 Pleasant Street. Violations, rules 1429. We have another one.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Check that file right there.
Gentlemen, are you going to be represented by legal counsel?
No.
Do we have waivers on them?
Through the chair, did you use all the
We only have
waivers?
one.
I have one left.
Should we go make a copy somewhere?
Yeah, that's fine, they both signed that.
Ask you to read it, tell me you understand it, and if you do, please sign and date. Sure. Go right ahead. Got it?
You know it by heart already, huh?
What's that?
I'm being funny here. So you know it by memory.
I think I've already read it.
If you gentlemen would please stand, and whoever else is going to testify, please raise your right hand. Swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, nothing but the truth, and the pains, penalties of perjury.
I do.
Please be seated. You know the procedure. Please leave the report of the alleged violations, and then you can question them in the comments. Sergeant Neal.
Reading from the report of Officer Patrick Harrington, the undersigned License Commission investigator requests that the License Commission notify Creed Lounge located at 41 Pleasant Street to appear before a hearing of the License Commission to answer police complaints of violations of Rule 14 and Rule 29 of the Rules and Regulations of the License Commission, which occurred on December 27, 2025. Rule 14, managers of all licensed liquor establishments shall be responsible for all violations or infractions of the law occurring on the premise, whether present or not. The licensee is responsible for any disorder, disturbance, or illegality of any kind taking place on the licensed premise, whether present or not. In the event that a disturbance or breach of the peace occurs on the licensed premise resulting in physical injury to any persons, the licensee or responsible party shall promptly notify the police and shall take all reasonable steps to assist the injured persons and shall cooperate with the police in their investigation. Officer Harrington, currently assigned to the Alcohol Enforcement Unit, was notified of a stabbing incident that occurred at 41 Pleasant Street, Creed Lounge. This establishment possesses a Section 12 liquor license issued from the City of Worcester. A follow-up was conducted with the following information from police reports from officers on shift that evening. In the early morning hours of December 27, 2025, Worcester Police Dispatch was notified by St. Vincent's and UMass Hospitals that 3 stabbing victims arrived at their emergency room. Preliminary officers were dispatched to those locations. Officers' initial encounter with witnesses and the stabbing victims determined that the stabbing may have occurred inside Creed Lounge. The following is a summary of Officer Joseph Campbell's report, aside from various witness and victim names being redacted. On December 27, 2025, Officer Joe Campbell was working patrol and monitoring the radio. At approximately 1:45 in the morning, Officer Campbell heard a radio transmission that a stabbing victim had showed up at St. Vincent's Hospital. Officer Trey Cooper was dispatched to the hospital to speak to the victims. Officers Jonathan Roy and Musa Shamoon also made their way to the hospital to assist. They had located a gray Toyota Camry that belonged to the victim and had blood on the interior of the vehicle. They secured that vehicle. The victim was identified. That victim had suffered a puncture wound to the area of his kidney. A passenger in the vehicle was also located and identified. Another radio transmission stated that the incident may have occurred at Creed Lounge on Pleasant Street. Creed Lounge is located at 41 Pleasant Street and is a part of Officer Campbell's assigned area of patrol. He notified dispatch that he would be heading over to Creed Lounge to investigate. Upon his arrival at the bar, it had closed. It had to be let in the front door by a staff member. Officer Campbell made his way up to the stairs to the main floor to speak with the manager. As he made his way up to the stairs, he observed 3 trash barrels with trash inside them, just inside the entry door. He did not observe any blood on the stairs or railings. He made contact with the bar manager, who identified herself as Catherine Cruz. Ms. Cruz stated that a fight had broken out in the back area of the bar, but she did not see what happened. She stated that she was unaware that anyone had been stabbed during the altercation. She stated that fight started around 20 past 1 in the morning, and they had cleared the bar of all patrons by 1:30. Officer Campbell spoke with the bartender, who identified himself as Nicholas Morales. Mr. Morales stated he was behind the bar when he heard glass breaking and several people shouting. When he looked up, he saw several people in a physical altercation where glass hookah and tables were being thrown around. Mr. Morales brought me to the area where the fight occurred. Officer Campbell observed several large shards of a marble tabletop all piled up. He also observed blood on the booth behind the tables. Mr. Morales stated that they had cleaned up most of the broken glass and blood, and Mr. Morales stated he was unaware that someone was stabbed during the altercation and thought that someone had just cut themselves on the broken marble or glass. Officer Campbell asked where the trash was and was told it was down by the front door. Officer Campbell went back down the stairs to look at the trash. In one of the trash bins, he found several bloody paper towels. Sergeant Batista was on scene and notified the Detective Bureau and Crime Scene Unit of the scene. Officer Campbell contacted Kelvin Paulino, who is the owner of the bar. Officer Campbell informed him what had occurred and asked if he could come down to provide us access to the camera system. Mr. Paulino stated he was in New York and had no way to get there. Campbell asked if he could access the cameras remotely, and Mr. Paulino told Officer Campbell that he could. Officer Campbell asked Mr. Paulino to look at several cameras between 1:15 and 1:30 a.m. and see if the altercation was recorded. While doing this, Detective Prizio and Detective Gazetsky arrived on the scene. Officer Campbell provided them with the information he had gathered and informed them that Mr. Paulino was reviewing the cameras remotely. Officer Campbell remained on scene until detectives and crime scene officers completed their investigations. On January 2nd, 2026, Officer Herring spoke to the detectives assigned to the Creed incident and was informed that they had been in contact with Mr. Paulino and made several requests to obtain video surveillance from inside the club from the night of the stabbing. Mr. Paulino, at this time, hasn't produced any requested video surveillance. It should be noted that on the December 18th meeting of the License Commission, they voted and adopted a condition on the licensing requiring the business to have a working and functional surveillance system. This was adopted after evidence was found that a stabbing occurred in the vicinity of Creed Lounge, and it was determined that the victims were underage and previously consuming alcohol inside the business. At the same meeting, Mr. Paulino informed the License Commission that his surveillance system was fully functional and had the ability to record activity within the club. Mr. Paulino also stated the recordings were good for 30 days. Additionally, Officer Harrington conducted a check of the WPD incident calls log for calls to service on the night of the incident. There were no documented calls from Creed Lounge or employees notifying police of the incident, which is a violation of Rule 29. Creed Lounge and its employees hindered and delayed the investigation by failing to contact police after a physical altercation, resulting in a serious injury, as evidenced by the amount of blood that needed to be cleaned up. Furthermore, employees disrupted the crime scene by cleaning up the evidence from the stabbing. It's evidenced by the bloody paper towels in the trash. Mr. Paulino, despite repeated requests to provide video surveillance, has failed to provide investigators with such evidence. Based on the most recent violent incident, Officer Harrington conducted an incident search of the location, Creed Lounge, 41 Pleasant Street, utilizing the police server application. Based on that search, it was discovered that the address had 13 calls for service in 2025. He was further able to determine that the calls for service were as follows: 6 calls for a fight with a dangerous weapon, 3 calls for an assault and battery, 4 calls for disorderly persons. That is all I have.
You've heard the report. Questions or questions to the officer or comments?
Through the chair, if they both can identify themselves for the record.
I'm sorry. For the record, please identify who you are and where you live.
Tony Marcano, Worcester, Massachusetts.
Okay, please.
So as far as on the incident, I'll speak on that. I've looked at all the cameras from that incident. I didn't see anyone get stabbed inside of Creed. We do have a metal detector. We've been open for 3.5 years. We've never had an incident with anyone having weapons inside of Creed Lounge. That night, I was not there, but I spoke with all the staff members. There was a fight that broke out. It lasted about 5 minutes, probably a little less. It was something that happened very quickly. We handled the situation inside there, got everyone out. That's why when the police officers came, the doors were already closed. It was at the end of the night. We do clean up the club after the night, every night. There was glass on the floor from one of our tables. We have like these very heavy tables that someone tried to pick up. It's extremely heavy, but they tilted over. The marble glass on top of it broke, so there was glass everywhere. There was blood. They didn't clean up the incident, but we did not feel as if someone was extremely hurt inside. As far as a stabbing, someone gets stabbed, I feel like, they're on the floor, they're bleeding, they're gonna come and say, please call the ambulance, I was stabbed. None of that occurred there. So we never wanna be in a situation where we're cleaning up if there was like an investigation being conducted. After the fight occurred, Catherine did call her brother, which is Kelvin. She was on the phone explaining what had happened. While she's explaining what happened, the police arrived. So she called Kelvin to see what the next step would be. And before, an answer could be provided to her, police already arrived. And then they came in and started conducting, their investigation. Till now, we weren't aware of any type of stabbing took place. And then that's as far as as far as the incident with the camera system, I'll let Kelvin speak on that.
Through the chair, there is a video of the body camera that we would like to have shown.
Let me finish with Mr. Paulino, then we'll look at the video.
As far as the cameras, I did talk to someone. I did send them. I have email that I did send videos.
To whom?
To this is the.
No, I'm asking you, to whom did you send the videos?
It's just the email that says it's.
I believe it was a lady that reached out that night.
Catherine Cruz is the manager, right?
Yep.
And you sent it to a Wodesic@worcestermass.gov. That ring a bell to anybody? On the panel?
Detective Kavetsky, who's present.
Through the chair, what is the email?
It is Wodesic@worcestermass.gov. WorcesterMA.gov.
MA.gov. WorcesterMA.gov. Mass is not a legitimate email for the city.
No. Yeah.
The detective would not have received it.
So it should have bounced back. It should have bounced back.
This would not have gone through.
Through the chair,
Yes.
Attorney Foley would like to know what the date of that email was.
Yeah, I'm gonna pass it over so you can look at it.
So she did call.
Before you finish, where's the video that you have on premises?
We do have it. I actually have it here.
Okay, is there any reason you haven't turned it over to the police department?
I mean, I thought I did.
Did you get that video from the,
Through the chair, I have the detective involved in the case. I spoke with him several times on the phone, and she can fill us in on that.
Typically, they usually come to the club and pull the camera so that any type, whatever angle they want, whichever camera they want.
have the video available to give to them?
We do.
Yeah.
Where is it?
isn't,
I mean,
it would be better if they could just plug it into the system over there and
Can we email it to Deb right now and have it? I don't know how that.
Through the chair, I don't know what's on that camera, so we usually require to go through the public records to be checked before we present anything.
it's a lot of different cameras, so depending on what angle they want, which camera they want.
Sergeant Needham, what are you looking for on this?
Detective Gavetsky is present in council chambers. She has made numerous attempts to contact both parties, and they know exactly what the detective is looking for. I don't understand the disconnect here. She's been in contact. I'll turn the microphone over to Detective Gavetsky.
So based on these emails here, this isn't from Mr. Paulino, this is from Catherine. And I spoke with Mr. Paulino on scene, who said he wasn't there, he was in New York, and he was managing the videos through his phone, and I requested that he sent it to me through my email. I followed up with Mr. Paulino numerous times after, in which he said, for example, I'll give them to you by next morning, I'll give them to you by tomorrow, by certain times, and I never received them. So I spoke with him numerous times, and to this day.
Those emails that were there, the wrong address.
Those emails are 2 videos that were sent by Ms. Cruz that were obstructed. She was viewing them through the phone, and there were video recordings. So I requested from Mr. Paulino to get the actual footage from the phone, and which I never did.
Mr. Chairman, through you, I believe the violation notice was sent on the 14th by email and regular mail. And in the notice itself, it indicates that the Worcester Police Department had not received the videos. And I'm just wondering through you, Chair, why the applicant has not provided the videos prior to this hearing this morning.
Well, I can tell you that I did not know about this hearing until 2 days ago.
Me neither. We've been closed for
Almost 3 weeks now.
3 weeks now, so we probably received mail, and we just went there 2 days.
Yep. I haven't been in that building at all since we've been closed.
Normally,
Speak a little louder.
My mic is on, yes.
I apologize, Mr. Chairman. My mic was not.
Okay.
Okay.
So, go ahead.
You know, I thought you guys received the email. I spoke with my sister. I didn't have your email, so I was just letting her know. And normally, someone will come before we had a situation. They will come and plug their, in our system. So
It's just a lot easier for us. We're not computer guys or camera guys, so it's just easier if
we're not trying to stop anything. So
What is the video that we have here, Sergeant?
This is the body camera from Officer Joe Campbell responding to the club the night of the incident and his interaction with Creed employees.
So through the chair, before we go into that, you don't have access to your email if you don't go to the club? I'm trying to understand your response to what the attorney had said, that an email had been sent requesting.
no email has been sent to us.
I have not seen any email.
We haven't received no email.
But you did speak to the detective, right?
Yeah, she called me the next day. Hey, can you send me the video? I talked to my sisters. Oh, I sent the video, so I'm assuming it's done.
You don't have the video, correct?
No, sir. I spoke with him the same day. I was on scene after the incident, and I was on the phone with Mr. Polino,
Yes.
in which he said he would provide me the videos, and he never did.
Okay.
And through the chair, you didn't get an email bouncing back when she sent that email?
No.
Through the commission.
You did receive the 2 videos that night? You said?
You didn't receive the videos?
From Miss Cruz, correct?
You-
Which were obstructed videos. And
Oh,
which
so
you
you-
said you would manage the phone and the videos, and you would send them to me
Okay.
directly.
But it's saying that we never sent anything.
That
Officer
email
Harrington?
is incorrect.
So it is clear that Catherine Cruz, who is not the manager, correct?
She is the manager.
She's the manager of record?
Yes.
Okay. So she submitted 2 unobstructed camera footage. I'm sorry, obstructed, correct?
Correct.
Okay.
So you guys received 2 videos?
Yes.
Okay.
In regards to the videos that was requested by the detectives speaking to you on the phone,
Mhm.
to this date, we have not received the videos that were requested.
I mean, we still have, you know, you guys could have somebody go to the club and plug it in. The videos are working, the cameras are working, everything is
So
working.
that's why, in regards to this is in regards to time incidents where this is a matter of hindering. Okay, it was requested, it wasn't given. It's 3 weeks later, and that's our concern.
Okay, so you guys received the videos and it show, you said it's obstructed, but when you click in, you can see it. You know, you can see I don't know how else to, unless you come in and plug it in. You know, put it in a USB drive or something.
But through the chair, Mr. Paulino, you were asked to turn this in prior to coming here. And, you know, you were informed by the detective when she had a conversation with you that they needed those videos. So you were aware. I mean, it's easy to say, you know, come in now.
Through the chair, the license holder was contacted by the Detective Bureau requesting video evidence. You as the license holder, it should be your response to the detective. What time can I meet you down there? What do you need me to do?
Okay.
It's not guesswork.
Do you need those videos?
Yes.
Okay. You gonna be able to provide those videos?
Anytime.
My suggestion is that maybe we continue this hearing to the next meeting until you get the videos and the information you need. Go ahead.
I don't believe that, obviously, we need the video for future investigation, in regards to the investigation, but I don't believe that the video is just the only violation here.
Okay.
There's numerous other concerns about that, but it's up to you, Mr.
Yeah,
Commissioner.
through the
We
chair,
can
I
take a
agree. I
look
think
at
we
that
could
one.
probably,
Yeah.
you know, figure out what happened.
Through the chair, for investigative purposes, the detectives need that video to continue the investigation, close out the investigation.
All right.
Before the commission is the violations of the rules. There was a disturbance at that establishment. There was a disturbance that resulted in injury at that establishment. There was no contact made to the police department. That's what's before the commission today. Not, did you?
Then let's.
No one contacted the police department, sir, because we didn't feel anyone was stabbed in there.
I'll let the video play out, and you can make that determination.
Question from Commissioner.
And you were just here on a previous violation, so was that served as yet, or?
Yes, well, we're actually serving that violation.
So you had a violation before you started serving on the last violation? This happened during the time that you were?
No, this happened, so our last hearing, the violation started on the 8th, I believe. So we've been closed from the 8th till this Friday. This incident happened in December 27th, but it did happen after
You were here.
we were here. But we were legally opened. It didn't happen during, our closed time during the violation. That makes sense.
No, that's not, I was just asking if you had served the violation as yet.
No,
before.
we did.
Okay.
Let's look at the body cam video.
I'm not sure why it's not playing on this. Then I have to present, I'm not sure why it's not sharing there, because it's playing fine. So I'll just.
Really? Just pull it up closer. See it now?
So this was the general area the fight broke out?
Yes. When he got stabbed, our security did a really good tapping anybody down. Even the person that we took away didn't have any weapon.
Okay.
So we threw away a lot of things that had blood on it. But it's almost at least 98%.
Yeah, I got it checked. Okay, it's all the, they were throwing? Yeah, I see the broken glass here.
What about that? Yes, that is.
Got any cameras that would show this? Yeah, you can't even see it. Yeah, all you see is motion. Yeah.
Nope. We went over here, grabbed everybody, but yes, that family thing all the time.
Yeah. Okay. There was a piece of metal from the table. That's all the model, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Whose body camera was Sergeant? Whose body camera was this?
Officer Joseph Campbell.
And what we're looking at is basically the scene of what the stabbing that took place.
Alleged.
That's the video of the evidence of the disturbance that broke out inside the establishment and is being commented on by the employees of Creed Lounge.
Mr. Chair.
You've seen this?
Through the chair.
Thank you, Mr. Chair.
Every camera of that place, of that night.
That's what I was going to suggest, that video that the commissioners just watched ought to be offered to the representatives here from Creed. If they have not seen it, they'd like to see it.
Yeah,
Because it hasn't been able to be displayed up top yet. So.
I did see it.
No, but you haven't seen that.
You haven't seen this.
I mean, I'll see it if it's okay.
And you say, where were you behind the bar here? And it ran over, what did you ran over?
You have to
Can
rewind.
you rewind that?
Yeah. And they were hitting each other's tables.
The first thing I would do is see my videos. The first thing I would want to do is see my videos.
Alright, you're all set.
I actually,
And I do want to make another comment that we did send an email. I sent the person an email to a bunch of people in the city requesting more police coverage in that area. We are the biggest capacity nightclub in Worcester. I think just for public safety, we don't want these incidences to happen. So I did request having a patrol officer around that area during closing hours, and we have requested a police officer detail since we've opened. And I know that it's not something that is possible for us, but we did reach out to a few police officers recently after this incident to see if they're willing to have a detail there on site.
So through the chair, are you willing to pay for a detail?
Absolutely. We could pay for two.
Yeah, so I mean.
No problem. We've been requesting that since we've opened.
Right, but requesting one as opposed to going and saying, I want
Well,
to
you
get
have,
two paid details.
well, you have to go through that process. You have to reach out to the city, request it, and that comes with a fee. I think it's $250. Well, it used to be that much. I'm not sure how it is.
That's fine. We're here in the violation.
No, I get it. I'm just saying the steps that I'm taking to kind of prevent this from happening.
But I would ask you to address directly those two allegations. Is there any other comments on those? The ones that were right by us.
Again, we didn't feel anyone was stabbed inside of that, of Creed. We weren't aware of any stabbing took place. I looked at every video. I did not see anybody holding their sides, walking out with a stab wound. I did not see any of that on videos.
Through the commission, are you aware of Rule 29?
Yeah, it's anything that happens inside or outside. I don't know.
I'm sorry, you don't know what the rules?
I don't know.
I'm sorry, what was the question?
I have nothing.
Violate 29, manager take responsibility.
Yes, and it's obviously obvious through the body camera footage, you know, in the towels that were cleaned up with the blood. An individual, someone was bleeding, and you could say you didn't know they got stabbed and things like that. Someone was injured, and
so you could cut your finger.
It's behoove you in the establishment to contact the police and say, "Hey, I got a large amount of blood in my location. You know, I don't know what happened, but can you send officers?" There was not one call, and the blood was cleaned up, and that's a concern. That's a concern. On the standpoint of the police department, it's a public safety concern, and that's what we stand on this matter.
Again, Catherine was on the phone with Kelvin to see what the next steps were going to be taken, and the police had already arrived.
Yeah, well, I was on the phone with her. I spoke with the cops, and you know, she told me there was a fight, but she didn't tell me there was no. The cops came in. Oh, was there a stabbing in place? And you know, there was some blood, but that doesn't mean there's a stabbing. You know, normally, like you said, if somebody gets stabbed, you know, somebody will, you know, hey, call the ambulance. You know, so.
Commissioner Fisher, any other questions or comments?
No other questions.
Commissioner Cruz?
Yes, doesn't it concern you though that, I mean, you have a fight break out like this and lasted quite a little bit, you know, and tables, heavy tables like you described were turned over. I mean, that's serious. That's like a you know, very aggressive violent behavior.
Was, from the videos, it was two groups of people, and it was very quick. It wasn't
right. But the point is that it did happen, and obviously somebody got hurt. Whether it was a stabbing or not, the point is that somebody got hurt because there was a lot of blood and so on, and obviously your manager, you know, trying to get a hold of you know, Mr. Paulino here, and to see what next steps would be done, because that is a serious concern. Obviously, she had it also. And then when the police officers came in, you know, seeing that amount of blood, and, you know, it's a concern that, you know, that I also have, and this commission has about the, you know, public safety. So, you know, to say that a person wasn't holding there, the point is that it did happen.
It's always a concern for us because we have a club that holds 400 people.
Right.
Since day one, that is a concern of ours.
Yeah.
That's why we've requested a cop detail since day one that we are willing to pay for. I also have, when that incident happened over the summer, these are things that I want to prevent. We never want anyone to get hurt. Unfortunately, there are some bad people in this world. Mm-hmm. When you mix that with alcohol, things can happen. And we've always tried to prevent this stuff from happening. You know, you can foresee these things from happening. You know, the last incident, the detective did tell us, you know, you're basically getting set up for failure because we've taken this very serious. You know, the safety of our patrons are always a concern for us. Unfortunately, that situation happened, and we're trying to take the next steps to prevent that from ever happening again. And we are willing to work with the police department. The last incident that happened, we are not computer guys, we are not camera guys. So we did ask them to come in. I thought that message would be kind of within them. They had already known just to come in, take whatever footage you want. The footage is still there. If you need it, we will provide anything for them to conduct their investigation.
I have the videos for that night.
sorry.
I do have the videos here, if you want to see it.
Through the chair.
Attorney Foley.
Chair, through you, just wondering, I've heard that the representatives here say that they viewed the video from that night, their own internal video. I've also heard them say that they really weren't aware of the incident until upon the police arriving. I'm just wondering, after viewing the video, what time did the incident occur based on the video? And then at what time did the police arrive? How much time was between the time of the incident that they viewed on the video and the time that the police arrived with the body cam that they just watched a few moments ago?
What time was the body camera footage at?
What time was the disturbance? What time did the fight break out? Inside the bar?
I don't know the exact time.
Should be on your video.
Yeah, I do have the video here, but unfortunately, it probably, I think it happened at 1:42.
The fight?
The fight happened at 1:42 because it says here 2:42, so I'm assuming that
It's an hour.
It's an hour.
Because of the change of time.
Probably because it's changing the time.
Through the commission, in regards to the report from the officer, Campbell, the employee stated this fight started around 1:20 a.m. and they cleared the bar and all patrons by 1:30 a.m.
Attorney Foley.
Mr. Chair, I think at some point that the Worcester Police Department got word of this because of 3 victims who reported to the hospital. I'm not sure what time the police report reflects that they first got word of this, but the victims of the incident were already at the hospital at that time.
But were those alleged victims from Creed, or is that just 3 people showed up at the hospital?
It's stated in the report, and I can go back to that, and it says, stabbing victim, it was determined that the stabbing victims that may have occurred inside Creed Lounge.
May have. So it wasn't a
I have a
determination?
detective here, hold on.
There was a witness on scene that we got information that it had occurred at Creed. That's why officers went over to the Creed Lounge.
Do we have a copy of that?
Yes, you can get a copy of the public records request.
Yeah, Attorney Foley.
So Chair, through you, I just, my observation here is that sometime, certainly I've heard the representatives say that they really didn't know about this until police arrived, but it appears as though some time occurred from the time of the incident to the time these alleged victims appeared at the hospital to the time that Worcester Police Department talked to those victims and then showed up over to the licensed establishment.
What time did they?
Okay.
So that's sort of my concern in looking at the one of the violations is it wasn't reported. The incident was not reported to police.
Through the chair, I think we're kind of pigeonholing this whole stabbing, whether did the stabbing happen here, did the stabbing not happen here. We got a report that there was a disturbance inside of Creed. The officers went to investigate. Even by Creed's own employees, they were saying tables, chairs, and hookahs were being thrown about. We still received no notification of a melee, a lengthy melee by your own admission, happening inside the club without any call to the police about the disturbance, illegality, somebody possibly being seriously injured. By your own comments, you say that your tables are heavy marble top tables.
They tried to throw it, and it didn't get far.
But your own employees are saying that they were throwing tables, chairs, hookahs around. We're pigeonholing and getting, focusing on, did the stabbing happen here? Did the stabbing not happen here? There was still a melee, lengthy melee, that happened early in the morning hours prior to your closing. We still received no notification of that disturbance, and the scene was completely cleaned up by the time police arrived.
Do you guys want to see the videos for that night?
Let's see. Have you seen this?
No.
Is this a comment? What do you want to show it to Sergeant Needham first?
Yeah. I said, you can clearly see tables and chairs and whatnot being thrown about. That's
Can we
still.
see that, please?
No, we're not denying. We're not denying that there was an altercation.
All I'm saying is, it seems like we're getting pigeonholed on where the stabbing happened. Did it
Well,
happen
it's-
here? Did you maybe not know that there was a stabbing?
Stabbing
Did you
is
maybe
very
not know there was a?
severe.
Did you maybe not know there was a stabbing? Absolutely.
A stabbing to
I can
me
agree
is
with
ve-
you
is
on
very
that.
severe. And
I'm not arguing
I
with you.
would
I can
never-
agree
I
with
would-
you that maybe you didn't know there was a stabbing that happened. What I'm saying is that there was a significant melee, lengthy one, that happened at your establishment. And there was still no call for the
there was a
disorder or
fight
disturbance.
inside
Yes.
the bar. And before we were able to contact you guys had already showed up. That's what I'm trying to state. We're not trying to not call the cops if there was a problem there, especially a stabbing. We take that very serious. And to make that assumption that someone got allegedly stabbed in there and then we didn't want to call you guys, that to me is bogus.
Oh my God. He's strong. Yeah, he is. But
Strong
through the
guy,
chair,
take
I
that
think the
table
issue
up.
is that you didn't call, whether there was a stabbing or not, which we have an eyewitness saying there was a stabbing, but you didn't call about the fight either. I mean, your sister should know enough when it happens, instead of calling you as a first person, maybe call the police officers.
Through the commission, I just have one last thing in regards to the
All right.
the employee
There was a
stated
fight.
that the
I'm not
fight
denying.
happened around 1:20 a.m. Approximately 1:45 a.m., they received a call from, in regards to the victims being at the hospital. Police arrived at approximately 2 a.m. So there's a lengthy amount of time
About a half-hour difference between.
40 minutes.
where there was no call from the establishment, and it's simple of regards to, a reasonable person would believe, hey, we just had a melee, there's blood here, there's probably an injury.
Well, Attorney Cole.
The other thing, it's clear from the police report that there was some effort made to at least do a preliminary cleanup prior to the officers arriving. So there was time to clean up the place before the officers arrived, which probably shouldn't happen anyway, because the detective will tell you they're investigating a crime scene. It should not be disturbed, but it was cleaned up, but no call was made to the police.
Okay. Anything else you'd like to say, sir? No. Anyone else? Anyone online have any comments or questions? Having heard your testimony, the report from the police department, the rules 14 and 29 are pretty explicit about the violations that can occur. And I find, based upon your testimony, based upon the report of the police department, that a violation did occur on 14 and 29. And I make a motion to that effect.
Second.
Commissioner Cruz?
Yes.
Commissioner Fisher?
Yes.
Chair Vigliotti?
Yes. Now, going through, and you guys know, you've been here, so you know what the record is. Looking at June 23rd, we gave a warning on that particular time. April 25th, 14, 20, 27 rules violated, 2-day suspension then. March 6th, 2025, you got a 5-day suspension for violation of 1, 7, 14, and 25 rules. On December 18th, there was a suspension of Rules 7 and 14. That was additional 6 days. You did 9 days with respect to that. I have to tell you, I mean, when I look at what other licensed jurisdictions are doing, and I call your attention to what just happened in Boston on repeated violations at a bar and grill where the license got suspended, right? You're bordering on that. I mean, that's not something this commission is looking to do. But these violations keep on occurring. You can argue it's not your fault or whose fault it is. The reality is that the violations have occurred. So I'm going to ask my fellow commissioners what recommendations they have with regards to these violations that occurred. Commissioner Fisher, any comment on the violations and,
I mean, no comment. You know,
Your
it's a serious,
recommendation?
it's a serious
Yeah.
violation, and what did we give for a, oh, I'm sorry, through the chair, Deb, do we have the letter that was read into, the minutes last meeting? There was a letter from a gentleman,
Through the chair, you read that into the record the last meeting.
but were they aware, or,
No, I did not present them to that. That was just asked that the commission read that into the record.
oh, okay.
yeah, the recommendation.
What was our last, was it,
Well, they're in suspension right now. I mean, from the.
But the suspension was for a
Right, and that's very
type of
different, but
incident.
you're serving one now from January
different type.
8th
You got
to
six,
the
you
23rd.
got 6 days left over from the last suspension, is that correct?
Through the chair, no, we added that in.
It was added in there.
no, but the last one, I think they had 6 days hanging over?
No, we did a total of 9 days. We added the 3-day suspended from the last time and then added another 6 days for a total of 9 days.
And that's what they're serving now.
Last time we gave them a couple weeks.
Yeah, and they're serving that until the 23rd.
To January 23rd?
Yeah, they're from.
Through the chair, correct, as Commissioner
from
Cruz,
the
they're currently
6th.
under
Right.
suspension.
Yeah.
They are.
Through the chair, it's just, while you're going through your debate and consideration in regards to this violation, the previous violations, it seems like all the violations are happening at closing time. I know that the license holder and his representative have made notice about increased police details in the area. We do have the bar cards that are deployed on a weekend basis, but in regards to his private detail, that's, unfortunately, officers don't want to work a lot of the bars anymore. We have no control over that. There are supplemental patrols deployed on the weekends, but there's only so much that can go around.
Right. And through the chair, I just want to say real quick that I noticed in the video that, you know, because what I thought I would see was a packed nightclub with 400 people. What I saw was a very small group of people.
Yeah, it was
so, because one of my recommendations was going to also be the capacity. But if closing at an earlier time will be helpful, or capacity, longer penalties, whatever we need to do, because you guys keep coming back again and again and again.
But is it different?
The attorney has.
1 second. Commissioner Cruz?
I concur with what Commissioner Fisher is stating. I mean, I see you guys, it seems like we see you, like every other month. And these are some serious violations, especially this last one. So I would, recommend that, like Sergeant Needham here stated, it seems like it's always around closing time that these situations are occurring when people already have been drinking and whatever it may be.
But this happens all over the city. It's
but
not just us.
I understand that, but we're talking about your
I get it,
your business right now, and so that is a concern. So if it's a pattern. So maybe if you were to close down earlier, because I mean honestly, like Chairman Bigliotti said here, we're going to get to a point where to suspend your license. I mean, with this many violations that you have. So it's trying to find an alternative to work with you, and you work with us as a licensed commission with the safety, with the Worcester Police Department, and any other safety institution here that we have, because, it's about the public safety. So if that means that we need to ask you to close earlier, then I think that's something that you really should take into consideration, because it's your business.
I want to say something.
I would just say if the commission is going to deliberate on and possibly order an earlier closure, that be a separate vote to anything that you may do, as part of the violation, as a separate vote.
Yep.
And then if there's going to be some consideration for adding on to suspension for a period of time, I ask that to be a separate vote, because the lowering of the hours, or the reduction of the hours, I mean, obviously they've been notified that's a possibility, and been given the 2 weeks notice for that. But that's more of a local rule.
I agree.
Yeah.
Okay.
I
Ms.
just
Spalding,
wanna make
you
one
wanted-
comment.
1 second. You wanted to say something before.
We do open at 10, And by lowering our hours, it's just close the business. Then that's pretty much, because we open at 10. We are a nightclub. We don't sell anything else, and people do come in at 12. If you could see, we're trying to survive right now. We're going through tough times. So,
And the other incident that happened over the summertime. Yes, I guess we didn't go through this through the. Sorry, I'm a little nervous now.
Sorry.
The incident happened over the summer. It's not something that happened recently. So there was a big gap, 6-month gap between these two instances. It's not something that's occurring every weekend.
No, I understand, but I'm going to tell you, you had all these violations. Now we have this seriousness of someone getting stabbed, all right? We have a detective testified that there was a witness to what took place. So in my mind, that took place. It wasn't, we don't know where it happened. We know where it happened. So based upon all of these violations, based upon the testimony that I've heard from the police department, okay, I'm going to recommend to the board that we suspend your license for 30 days with 24 days to serve. That's my recommendation.
Second, but I think you still have the 6 days as well hanging over, from what I remember.
No,
Chair, no, that was part of the 9
That
days.
was part of the,
But,
okay.
Through the chair, as the attorney mentioned, were you entertaining reduction of hours? Because he would like that vote taken first and then the suspension vote.
I think the hours we'll discuss at another meeting and put it on an agenda for another discussion rather than complicate the situation.
Why?
I don't think you need more
Sorry.
time to discuss that.
I think we should address both of them.
I think we should address
think
everything right now.
The suspension and also the reduction of hours.
Yeah.
Well, I have a motion on the floor.
She seconded already.
Seconded.
So through the chair was 30 days with 24 to serve?
Correct.
Okay, Commissioner Cruz, can someone second?
Yes.
I seconded it.
Okay, Commissioner Cruz?
Yes.
Commissioner Fisher?
Yes.
Chair Vigliotti?
Yes. Okay. Is there another motion?
Motion about the reduction of hours
Sure, motion to reduce the hours.
to,
What's your suggestion?
what do you normally you close what at 1? I mean 2.
We close at 2.
So how about if we bring it down to 1 o'clock?
We open at 10, and people start coming in at 12. We don't serve we don't serve food. We
No,
just
we
a nightclub.
understand that, but we're just trying to mitigate this issue, this problem, this pattern that is happening at your business.
Through the chair, I think the suggestion before was midnight, but would it give, would you be able, not would you be able to, but, you can open earlier. I don't know why you open at 10 and people show up at midnight.
Because
It's
it's the nature of that business.
Today's people.
Yeah.
But can I just suggest that we hold the hours in abeyance, and let's see how after the 30-day suspension what happens, and if there's another incident that comes forward, maybe we'll look at then reducing the hours at that point. But we've got a 30-day suspension here, 20, whatever.
It's a big, 30 days is a big thing. It's gonna.
And
we already had 2 weeks.
if after that they come back again, you can talk about the reduction of the hours.
Well, we have a motion, so let's vote on that.
Through the chair, what was Commissioner Fisher's motion? To close it
To reduce the hours.
to 1 a.m.?
I didn't give a time. I think it was suggested before midnight.
I would recommend 1 a.m.
But 1 a.m., if that's helpful, then
It's
I'm
not-
good with that.
It's not.
Try to get a police detail.
That's something separate.
That's
out of this
something
meeting.
that-
Like, the thing is, I hate dragging
Well, we
this out
can't
of
go
the
through
meeting.
them now because we're not getting anywhere with that.
I
We
did
have
talk to a friend of mine, and he said he's gonna talk to me next week.
Because I promise you, if we have a cop on site, these things, bad people pray where they can get away with stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Through the chair, you know what really annoys me, and this is just, like, every time you come in here, you're a little, what's the word I'm looking for? We're not stupid, some of the excuses that you make.
I don't
Really-
believe it's an item.
Or like, I'm closed for 3 weeks, I didn't get my mail, I didn't know I had to ship until, 2 days ago. It's,
Disingenuous.
So can we put the motion on the table and get a
yes,
second on
yes,
that?
the motion is out there. Can I get a second?
Second.
Through the chair, what hours though? What are we?
It would be from 10 to
Can I say something?
1 a.m.
1 a.m.
Can I say something? We are a nightclub. We are not a restaurant. We're
Right.
not. People leave restaurants to go to nightclubs, and people leave around 12. That's why people come in around 12 to 1. If you guys do change your hours, and I wanna, it will dramatically.
So let's do this. We'll do this and then see how it works out for you. And if there are no incidents in the future, you can always come back and appeal to have the hours increased again, extended to 2 a.m. But I think this warrants something serious like this to be addressed, and I think this is one of the best ways we can mitigate it. I mean, you're already looking at a 30-day suspension.
How about
so-
adding more security? Can we
No,
do that?
we're addressing this right now.
Okay.
So you can add more security when you open up again after the 30 days or the 24 to serve, you add more security. You have a plan in place, and I think that's the way you should be moving to. I've seconded the motion that it be down to 1 a.m., and can we take a vote on that?
Commissioner Cruz?
Yes.
Commissioner Fisher?
Yes.
Chair Vigliotti?
No.
Motion passes. Through the chair, if you can pick the 24 days that they're going to be suspended. And,
Help us out with some dates here, Deb.
through the chair, through the Sergeant Needham of Officer Harrington, or the applicant, what days of the week are they open?
What days of the week?
They're open Thursdays.
Thursday to Sunday.
Thursday to Sunday,
Yeah,
correct,
Thursday
Melvin?
to Sunday.
Say the earliest you could go is February 5th. That's 2 weeks away.
Yes, that would give us enough time to render the decision.
Yep, so 5, 6, 7, 8. 12, 13, 14, 15. 19, 20, 21.
You open on Sundays?
We open on Sundays. Yes.
And the
So it'll be
22nd.
19th to the 22nd, it would be the 5th to the
Ninth.
8th, right?
I'm sorry?
It would be the 5th to the 8th, they're open on Sundays.
Yes, that's what I have.
Okay, 5th to the 8th.
5th,
12th
6th,
to the
7th,
15th.
February 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th, 12, 13, 14, 15.
Yeah.
19, 20, 21, 22. That's 12.
We're gonna be closing the February 14th. So we have that.
26, 27, 28, March 1st. 5th, 6th, 7th, and 8th of March. 4, 8, 12, 16, 20. And 12, 13, 14, 15 of March. So according to my calendar, 24 dates running consecutively is February 5th, 6th, 7th, 12, 13, 14, 15, 19, 20, 21, and 22, 26, 27, 28, and March 1st, March 5th, 6th, 7th, and 8th, 12th, 13th, 14th, and 15th. That's 24 days.
All right, motion so made for those dates.
Second.
Oh, through the chair, you already made the motion for the violation. We just
Okay,
asked
go
for
ahead,
the
okay,
hearing.
okay. All right, gentlemen, see what you can do with it.
Excuse me, to the 1 o'clock, what was the vote on that, the 1 o'clock closing pass?
Yes.
Is that effective immediately?
That would, through the chair? Yes, that would be
Thank you.
effective immediately.
Through the chair to Mr. Paulino, you said you're available to meet with Detective Gazowski?
Go right now.
Caroline, are you working this afternoon?
Yeah.
What time works for you?
6 o'clock?
Good luck.
6 o'clock work for you, gentlemen?
Yeah.
At Creed?
Yeah, Creed.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Last item, agenda. The update to the License Commission rules and regulations. License holders must appear in person for violation hearing. Motion to approve.
Second. Commissioner Cruz?
Yes.
Commissioner Fisher?
Yes.
Chair Vigliotti?
Yes. Any old business?
No.
Any new business?
Yes, Mr. Chairman. This was unexpected, so I could not get it on the agenda. As you recall, All Star Liquors is serving their suspension this weekend. They sent me an email yesterday asking if they could get a change of dates. As we understand the seriousness of this matter and remain fully committed to compliance, we are not seeking to reduce the suspension in any way, and we will serve the full 3-day suspension as directed. We are respectfully requesting permission to serve the 3 days on a non-consecutive date within the following window between February 10th and March 12th.
Are they here?
No. So I told them that it would be up to the commission whether or not they wanted to entertain a hearing to reschedule their dates.
They were originally 124 to 126, correct?
Through the chair, correct.
And they wanted to go from February 10th to,
Through the chair, as I'm reading it, they want 3 non-consecutive dates between February and March.
But we don't typically do that.
I say no.
Through the chair, the violations did happen on Saturday, so you want to do 3 non-consecutive Saturdays? That's what they.
I'll make a motion to do 3 non-consecutive Saturdays, starting with February, is it February 10th? Let me tell you. It'll be February 7th, 14th, and 21st.
It's Valentine's Day.
Not my problem.
I mean, and when are they supposed to be serving it?
This weekend.
Deb, do we typically change dates for people?
We have taken modifications in the past. We haven't had one in a long time, though. I don't think since you or Commissioner Cruz have been on board.
This was a convenience store, wasn't it?
Yes.
Through the chair, yes, this is the package store.
I think it's playoff football, that's what's going on.
But the Super Bowl is the first weekend of February.
Well, the Patriots are in this weekend.
And they won.
That's right, Tom.
That's right. Yeah, I don't know.
Well,
I'll go February 14th, 21st, and 28th. I know one of them's Valentine's Day, but the second.
Oh, no, but I think Super Bowl's more important, like, but.
I'd make a motion that we can change it
Okay,
to February
second.
14th, 21st, and 28th.
Second.
Commissioner Cruz?
yes.
Commissioner Fisher?
Yes.
Chair Vigliotti?
Yes. Motion
you,
to
sir.
adjourn.
Yes. I mean, second.
Commissioner Cruz?
Yes.
Commissioner Fisher?
Yes.
Chair Vigliotti?
Yes.
Thank you.
Wow.